As of today, June 16th, we have just received a bombshell of news from American Express. And the major catalyst for this new announcement is the revamp of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Knowing that Amex and Chase are the two heavy hitters in the credit card community, they are consistently trying to one up each other amongst their reveal news. And later this week, I believe on Tuesday, June 17th, we are expecting to receive official notice of the Chase Sapphire Reserve revamp. Being that we've seen ads pop up Times Square and in other geographical areas, newsletters, as well as some minor leaks of the multipliers, the increase in annual fee is going to put Chase at the number one spot for the most expensive credit card for consumers. And American Express is clapping back in true fashion the day before the official reveal, saying that they are going to commit their largest investment into revamping their American Express Platinum consumer credit card, as well as the business version as well. The specific announcement from Amex themselves, from the president of US Consumer Goods, reads as, "We're going to take these credit cards to a new level. Not only what they offer in travel, dining, and lifestyle benefits, but also how they look and feel to meet the evolving needs of our customers." Now, there's two things to dissect here. Number one, they're going to attack the features of the credit card, so dining, travel, as well as lifestyle benefits. But not only that, guys, while it sounds kind of ridiculous to us in the points and miles game, they're hitting the appearance of the cards. We can see kind of the impact this has as one of the big marketing standpoints for the Chase Sapphire Reserve is its new revamped appearance as well as the texture of the card. While us in the points and miles game care more about how to maximize the benefits of a card, there are definitely consumers out there that definitely weigh how a credit card looks in their wallet, as well as is it metal or not, or the specific design of it. One common theme we can see throughout this entire article, as well as referenced multiple times by the president of Amex, is the target of the younger Gen Z and millennial population. And this is because they are noticing an uptick in applicants that are kind of younger in age compared to their normal consumer, as well as the increase in their ecosystem from the younger and affluent consumer. Which is why you start seeing other ecosystems like Chase changing up the Sapphire Reserves and offering credits for dining as well as for StubHub. While to many people it may sound ridiculous, but a large consumer basis of younger millennial and Gen Zers love going to concerts, they love sports betting, they love going to sporting events. So these are very strategical credits that may sound weird to some people, but it shows where these companies are trying to attack to increase their applications on any of their credit cards. Other strategical moves that American Express is making is through the acquisition of Talk, which adds an additional 7,000 restaurants to their Resi portfolio, which, as we know, American Express owns Resi as well. This not only adds value to your American Express Gold Card, but any potential changes that American Express makes to their credit system down the line. Another substantial acquisition or expansion that they are making later this year is the increasing to their Centurion Lounge access up to 32 different lounges. They're adding lounges in Tokyo, Newark, as well as Salt Lake City, Utah. The increase in the airport lounges are definitely a hot topic as of late, especially with the changes to the Venture X. So, all of these credit cards, especially the Chase Sapphire Reserve and Platinum, are going to increase their footprint when other competitors in the space are starting to decline. Now that we understand the facts at our disposal, the major question for us in the credit card points and miles game is what can American Express legitimately do with the Platinum card that will benefit us and not make us lose in the long run? Because as we know, when American Express says refresh, what they definitely mean is to hike up the annual fee as well as add substantial credits to our disposal. While this can be beneficial for us in the long run when we take a look at the effective annual fee, it definitely strays some consumers away from having to juggle many coupons, especially if you have multiple American Express credit cards. But the big question that I personally have is how much higher can these annual fees get? We are starting to see hikes in annual fees to the American Express Gold, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, and now soon to be the two Platinum credit cards, both the consumer as well as the business version. Are we going to eventually see the American Express Platinum sitting at a $1,000 annual fee or the Chase Sapphire Reserve in the future? And when do credit card companies start to pump the brakes on some of these consumer credit cards? Taking a look at one of the more recent refreshed products and probably one of the more negatively received ones was the American Express Gold Card. priorly having an annual fee of $250 and getting ramped up to $325. They gave you, in addition to your already Uber and Grubhub credits, they gave you a $50 biannual Resi credit, as well as $84 worth of monthly allotments to Dunkin' Donuts at $7 each month. So at face value, you're getting $325 out of your pocket, but in return, you're getting $424 of credit on an annualized basis. But the major problem is even though you are coming out ahead, many consumers felt like they were kind of smothering us with credits. The main reason that American Express and even Chase is going for the couponification of credit cards is more often than not, if you are not part of the credit card points and miles game, you are not even almost utilizing these credits on a monthly basis. So while us in the credit card points and miles game are getting every single penny that these credit cards offer, the average consumer out there is not marking their calendar to make sure that they utilize their Dunkin' Donuts credit, their Resi credit, or even their Uber Eats credit. So from a marketing standpoint, the American Express Gold was essentially giving you more value than it was before, but the multipliers remain the same. You were still going to get the general 4x back on dining and groceries that you were getting when you were paying $250 for. So, if you are not someone that's going to utilize these credits at a monthly basis, you are essentially paying higher for a credit card that has the same multipliers and benefits. So, this is one of the areas I would love to see the American Express tackle. And instead of us just getting more credits, them throwing more kind of $100, $200 more of a random credit, I would love for them to give the Platinum more of a personality. Take away, kind of add, give us something that isn't just flights. Give us something for dining, for groceries, something. Well, I don't see them doing that because that will directly compete with their gold card. I just want to see something more than just credits. But it's very hard to expect more because, again, as we've seen from a financial standpoint and from a stock performance standpoint, since American Express has implemented the kind of couponification of their credit cards, the stock price and kind of overall profit margins has skyrocketed. So are we going to get that? Probably not. I would definitely expect just the casual coupon code plus increase the annual fee. With all of that being said, we have to wait until fall for further information as per the president of American Express Consumer and Goods. But this is going to be a very exciting week in the credit card points and miles game because later this week, again, I'm filming this on June 16th, which is Monday. We are getting the official details allegedly of the Chase Sapphire Reserve. So I believe this is going to kind of set the footprint of what the future of kind of high-end premium credit cards is going to look like. We're getting a revamped Reserved. We've seen benefits stripped from the Capital One Venture X. We are getting a alleged refresh American Express Platinum. Well, not alleged because we have official notice, but it is a big kind of month of news for premium credit cards. Drop me a comment below of what you guys believe or kind of feel about all of this news. And if you want another American Express related video, I have one right here for you guys.